Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. Here's the second half. You may notice that the score is different. That's because at the very end of the half, with 1 second remaining, I threw an awesome pass to Des Bryant, and he took it 70 yards to the zone. So, it's unfortunate you guys have to miss that. So now, we are in the second half, still trying to stop Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts. But right now, the halfback is proving to be a bigger problem than the passing game because he is just destroying me most of the time. And then the Colts are just mixing it all so well. Like right here, a pass or a sack. But most of the time, well, in the first half, they just mixed the plays so well, but they always ended up punting. Like, might just be a fluke, and that's what I'm afraid of. Didn't get called for offside there. I thought that I was going to. That's good. So Antonio Brown takes it back to the 46. We have ourselves 28-0 lead, so just try to run it. With Griffin, maybe melt the clock a little. Get the first down, and I step out of bounds. So now I think I might just pass it because since I stepped out of bounds, no, might rush it again. Rush it. And another 15-yard rush. We have 61 rushing yards under our belt, and we are just killing the Colts. Another run, but this time they are able to stop it short of the first down. So we're still doing pretty well. So he drops a hike. A spike, I accidentally called that. So now it's 3rd and 5. We are trying to get a touchdown here because we want to go up 35-0. A field goal doesn't really help us all too much. So right now I'm kind of stuck on whether to go for it or not. So right here, I decide it's going to be safe to hit a field goal, even though it's not going to do us much. So we kick the field goal, and we barely make it. I overestimated the wind, but thankfully, I didn't overestimate it enough. So not a good kick and not a bad kick, and I'll take it. So now let's see what we can do. Peyton Manning still isn't doing much, so I'm not that scared of him anymore. If I ever was scared, he's just doing a lot of those passes, and he's probably going to retire after this season, actually. I think that it was actually a bit harder for me to do Eli Manning than Peyton Manning. I mean, Peyton Manning, he's throwing so many short passes, but if he makes an incompletion, then it's a punt. So, it's simple. So it looks like they are passing again, and we stop them. It's 4th and 5, and they are forced to punt it. So right now, we are holding them to 0 points. And I'm like, can this continue? If I score here, is that technically just going to be the game? So I don't know the answer yet. So I'm just going to go at the wheel and see where that brings me. Try to hit Bruce Miller. Probably. Not that fast of a... Oh, jeez. He's not that fast. But he has good enough hands. A deep pass. Great. Ooh. Des! 5 receptions for 265 yards. What's up? That's insane. So now I'm just gonna, no, never mind. Try to hit whoever the hell that is. Yeet. And he ends up dropping the ball. Could have been an easy first down, but he drops the ball. And at that point, I'm like, oh, so close, so close. Come on. And the guy just does a barrel roll, so I just take off, and we only get 4 yards. I'm doing a mediocre job rushing with Robert Griffin. I usually do a bit better, but we're going up against the Colts, so now I'm like, I have a good lead, so I'm just going to play it safe again. So this time I'm not going to overestimate the wind. And I kick it square spot on, and we're up 34-0. At this point, it's almost the end of the 3rd quarter, and I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling good. Nothing can stop me. The Colts offense is not scaring me. And apparently I might be blitzing, I don't know. I hate this Xbox Kinect. I don't know how many times I've said that. Manning, and we nail the halfback for a loss of 3 yards. So at this point, Manning is probably going to be passing it. His Jason Witten, but it's still 3rd and long. So I'm going to try to go and stop him. Wish I had chosen a blitz. Goes over the middle and incomplete. So 2 seconds left. And they are forced to punt again. I'm going to try to get a 5-10 yard punt return. I'm not going to try to go big shot because maybe go to 50 to 50. So I can waste my time. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. And I'm up 34-0. So I'm just saying, rush it, go for the field goal, and stop the Colts offense. So I tried to rush it, but instead I get sacked. Couldn't get into the pocket fast enough. Just not a very good read. Oh, man. Thought that was Dez. Dez would have caught that. So now it's 3rd and 15, and I'm like, oh boy. So I just try to get in a field goal range. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. You know, it's 4th and 5. We're on our own 44, so I just decided to go for it. Because, you know, not much can go wrong. They get the ball, still have a lot of field to go down. But when we complete the pass, and we complete the pass to my man Reed, and at this point, we are just on fire. So I try to rush it. I only pick up a yard. So at this point, I'm saying I think that Griffin's tired. Griffin has done his part. He's winding down. He's only... And at this point, I decide to take him out and put in Tim Tebow. So I don't know if this is going to work because Tim Tebow, he's not mobile. But this guy can pass pretty well. Like, see there? He nails Reed again. So I think that I'm in pretty good hands even with Tim Tebow as my guy. And I try to pass it, and it almost gets intercepted. It's been almost 3 games and I still haven't thrown an interception, and I sure don't want to throw one with Tim Tebow. Try to hit him, and we do. Is that a first down? It is not. But Bryant, 282 yards. Can't ask for any more than that. I throw it, and it's an interception in the end zone. So close. Just absolutely terrible. So I'm shaking my head right now. So I'm still going to keep Tim Tebow in, but he did not. It's just terrible. I don't need Tim Tebow throwing out interception, but at least that monkey's off my back to throw an interception, you know. And Manning wide open to White. I just let him escape out of the pocket. I couldn't sack him, and he just throws it to White. I'm lucky that that wasn't a touchdown, because Manning, he could have just rushed it. Even though he's not a speed quarterback, he could have just rushed it. He was so wide open. Now to their own 39. They still have a long way to go before they can erase my shutout. 2nd and 5. So if we stop them, it's going to be 3rd down. And he holds on to the ball. That never happens to me unless I throw it to Des Bryant. That wasn't even Des. Like, there's Calvin Johnson. Yeah, sure, I'd understand. But seriously? Give me that. Did he just catch that? Oh, okay, good. But I won't be surprised if they challenge that. Won't be surprised. Okay, he didn't catch it. I think that we hit him out of bounds just in time. So an incompletion by Peyton Manning. And it looks like we're back on track. Why not? Peyton Manning is just putting the team on his back, but it's too late. It's 3rd and 5. Man, damn it. So it's 3rd and 5. And if they get this first down, then field goal range. That's almost the 2-minute warning, and he throws it out of bounds. So at this point, what are they going to do? And they punt it. Out of everything they could have done, they could kick a very long field goal. They could go for it. They could kick a fake field goal. They could do a fake punt. They decide to punt it. And I'm so happy because I get the ball back. So Tebow, I'm going to keep him in. Give my boy Griffin a bit of rest. And see what happens. So I try to take it out with Tebow, and I throw it down, and he drops the ball. He had it in his hands. So at this point, I'm just going for the first down. And we can't do it. So at this point, I'm fed up with Tim Tebow, and I've never been fed up with Tim Tebow before. I mean, I love that guy. I love how hard he fights, but he shouldn't be a starter. He's a backup when someone gets injured, because let's face it, he sucks. He's the only backup quarterback available, and I said, hey, take him over. Whoa! We sack Peyton Manning. They're doing a quick, no-huddle offense, and they are in desperation, and I don't blame them. And we pick up the 2nd straight sack. And if we stop them, this is game. I'm just going to rush it. I'm going to bring Griffin back in, and we block the ball.